this morning, turned on the news, nothing but static and a whole lot of blues. Yeah, they're singing a sad, sad song. Well, I remember Nancy back about 15 years, telling all the people to forget their fears. She said you gotta pass the bill to see what's inside. A big old promise, nowhere left to hide. The grand old party, they didn't vote yes. They saw the numbers, knew it was a mess. They called it a pipe dream, a house of cards. Now the whole thing's falling apart in our yard. They got the Democrats meltdown blues, pointing their fingers, spreading the bad news. Subsidies are gone, the well ran dry. Now they're looking for a villain and a place to cry. They blame it on Trump, say Republicans are cruel for not fixing the game they knew they couldn't rule. Yeah, it's the Democrats meltdown blues, and the bills come due. They built a system where others paid the bill, told them it was free care up on the hill. But the money's all gone, the piggy bank is broke. That unworkable scheme was more than just a joke. Now folks are hurting, missing proper care, stuck in the middle of a political nightmare. Families in tears, insurance disappeared, just the exact same outcome that the GOP feared. They got the Democrats meltdown blues, pointing their fingers, spreading the bad news. The subsidies are gone, the well ran dry. Now they're looking for a villain and a place to cry. They blame it on Trump, say Republicans are cruel for not fixing the game they knew they couldn't rule. Yeah, it's the Democrats meltdown blues, and the bills come due. I saw the Senate just the other day, voting no 14 times, throwing help away. 14 times they block a flat spending deal. Don't they know the hunger out here is real? Families on food stamps, staring at the floor, while the politicians argue, asking more, more, more. They won't stop the bleeding, they just like to fight, turning off the cameras, turning out the light. Was it just a pipe dream, or was it a scam? Didn't they read the papers? Didn't they understand? You can't build a castle on a foundation of sand. This is what you get when you don't read the plan. You sign your name blindly for the good of the man. Now the free ride is over, and it's all hit the fan. bad news. The subsidized are gone, the well ran dry. Now they're looking for a villain and a place to cry. They blame it on Trump, say Republicans are cruel for not fixing the game they knew they couldn't rule. Yeah, it's the Democrats' meltdown blues, and the bills come due. Yeah, the bills come due. Families in tears, no more money. That's what you get when you don't read the bill. Just singing the blues.
The Democrats' meltdown blues. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, 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 baby. The Democrats' meltdown blues. Lana, the government's not open yet. The House has to approve the updated bill that the Senate has sent to it. So take a deep, deep breath. We got the Democratic meltdown blues. Would you like fries with that McMeltdown? That's right. It has to be ratified in the House. They could mark it up and change the bill and send it back to the Senate, and we start all over again. You see, even if I'd never taken civics, I know this. Why? Because I'm just a bill sitting on Capitol Hill. That's right. Schoolhouse Rock. Let me say hello to everybody in the night. Tonight. Hello. All right. Who we got here? We got Stephen Grevenstein, Angelique Mays, Phoenix, Chris Ehlers, Thigi, Auntie Floyd. I know, Garden Girl. What are you talking about? Got it wrong. It's the Northern Hemisphere. It's winter time now. We're heading into winter. It's already snowing in the mountain states and the high plains. Did you sell your hot song? What's this? Okay, and then Karen Graham, welcome to you. Dogzilla Guitar, I'm addicted to right now, begins at 2 minutes into the ZZ Top Tune called I Need You Tonight. Well, nice to know. Thanks for sharing. It's pouring rain in Rustenburg, Americana. Okay. Be careful driving. Okay. Janet Liddy's in from South Carolina. I haven't seen Janet in a while. Hope you're doing fine, Janet. DeBarum is back. Good to see you again. Welcome back. OG's here, Janet and DeBarum. Rebecca, Charles Van Olsen, another OG. Mays. Okay. AJ Quinn, Ulrich Fenter, Arnold Neveling, Bob Newhart. Dun, 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 dun. It's my brother Daryl. It's my other brother Daryl. PH, welcome to you. Dylan Comrick, there's an OG right there. Kathy Price, hello. Kathy Emerencia Quinn, Elmarie Mayer, Husky 7, Nicola. What's going on, Nicola? And what else we got here? AJ Quinn. All right, that's before we even got started. Nicole, Jean Spence, Petrus, Funderlinda, Dory Smith, Phoenix, Be Happy, Hendo, Linziki, AJ Quinn, Idaho Garden Girl, Curiosity Nuggets, Nathan Small, CB's back. Okay, there's an OG right there. CB from the very beginning, one of the biggest supporters of the channel right there. Yep, all right, so Karen Graham, Falcon Unhinged, Chugsy, Freya Dutoy. So, Dogs, okay. Denise Bellion, Brits, Angelique. Missing the snow. Well, there'll be snowing soon enough here. I'm not in a hurry. Members only live stream. No, I don't want that. Schedule your live to switch to members only. That's interesting. I think that's something Ronaldo does. I'm going to do a poll here. Did you... Oh, spell checking with you is terrible. All right, polls up. Did you like the song, my blues song? You guys aren't here for me. I mean, people aren't even mentioning my clothes. Nobody said anything how nicely dressed I am. I'm a smart dressed man here. Nobody said anything. Anyway. All right, Tom, there's another person approved. Congratulations. Congratulations. 102 people currently here, folks. The poll is up. 40 votes on it already. Ooh, we got a dislike. Got one dislike. 14%. So that's more than one dislike. Wow. Wow. You guys have to work hard to drive that number down. It's at 13% now with 46 votes. There's 97 people here. Well, pushing it down even further. 12%. Oh, it's dropping. It's dropping. The dislike's dropping. 51 votes. Oh, my goodness. I guess that's it. 51's all we're going to get for now. All right, cool. I'm not always well-dressed. Oftentimes I have a hoodie or t-shirt. The color of the long sleeve is divine. The vest complements the coziness. Yes, it does. I gave a speech tonight in this. So I got this t-shirt on, which is from Twin Falls. And then I got this top on, which is lovely. And I got the vest on top of it. Yeah. I'm very comfy right now. Oh, Nicola, you did mention my dapper attire. Thank you for that. I missed that. Yeah, the color of the long sleeves. Pretty cool, huh? It's got the nice patterns in it, too. I like that. Yep. Haven't worn it because it's wintertime. They look cozy, cool. 18 degrees. Yeah, it is. A little chilly. But I might turn the heat up. So anyway. Folks, I mean, as soon as I think that I'm eased up and I don't have much to do, oh my goodness. So Panyaza Lusufi committed a crime today. He's a criminal. Based on his actions, he had, or at least, I don't know if he's a criminal, maybe he's excited in reporting it, but somebody removed banners are paid for by Solidarity, talking about the reality of this South Africa, showing you how the government's trying to cover up stuff. Wow, so that's a problem. We're going to talk about that. I heard about this sign that Solidarity put up, and then I received a Panyaza Lusufi Twitter update, and I looked at it and it was ripping it down. I couldn't see what it was. I finally realized what was going on, and this is a real problem. They're going to find themselves in deep kimchi over this. This is a criminal act. This was coordinated, it was authorized, it was approved, it was paid for, and now vandals have torn it down. City workers or provincial workers tore it down. Apparently, it is a crime, and I hope Solidarity takes them to court. Yep. See, they're afraid. You can't handle the truth. They can't handle the truth about what's going on. What am I talking about? Well, folks, this is what I'm talking about, okay? It went back to 13%, so somebody else didn't like it. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Solidarity threatening legal action over a sign they paid for legally and responsibly being ripped down by evil. Solidarity threatens legal action over removal of highway advert in Joburg. They placed an advert on Joburg's M1 labeling South Africa's most race-regulated country road, which is a title that it deserves. Advertising was removed, allegedly by Johannesburg Metro Police Department. Solidarity has threatened legal action following its removal. The ad was strategically displayed along a route leading to the G20 summit, which is expected to attract delegates from 19 countries. Framing their message as protest against race-based laws, the organization accused the South African government of discrimination against minority groups. It also accused the government of refusing to amend these laws. Solidarity's head of international relations, Jaco Kleinhans, stated that they paid for the advertising. And I need to just a second real quick. Trying to get an interview here. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Solidarity, head of international relations, stated that they paid for the advertising space and followed all necessary procedures to run their awareness campaign. Since the government refused to engage with us about race laws and racial discrimination against minorities and South Africa, we decided to launch a campaign during the G20 summit to make the rest of the world aware of the fact that South Africa is in the most racially regulated country in the world. He stated the advertisement was not about white against black or black against white. It was about saying that South African government officially discriminated against minorities. Solidarity does not only represent whites, we are therefore not making a case for whites, but equal opportunities for all. Advertisement, which is widely shared on social media, sparked mixed reactions, with some accusing it of race baiting, while others described the campaign as a powerful protest. However, the advert's lifespan was cut short when it was removed. Kleinhans said Solidarity received confirmation that Joburg Metro Police had taken it down, adding that its removal was unlawful. We're going to approach the court for an urgent interdict. Our legal team is already working on it. In the meantime, we'll also be putting up many more similar banners across Gauteng. Kleinhans said Solidarity was also carrying out its awareness campaign in G20 countries, Netherlands, Belgium, and Germany. Wow. So they're aware that the Human Rights Commission received a complaint about the advertisement. Well, the Human Rights Commission received all complaints at once. There's no human rights violation here. I don't see how this banner in any way or message violates anyone's human rights. All that violates human rights are racist laws that exclude children from sports teams because of their skin color. Tell one prospective student you have to do 20% better than the student of a different skin color if you want to be selected for a course, then excluding people with certain jobs or contracts because they're white, colored, or Indian. Yep, spot on. Yep. A group of influencers organized a march last month on the 20th. We advised them to delay the march for the G20 summit, but they didn't want to listen. Solidarity Movement just pulled the greatest protest without even being on the streets physically. Well said, Slaughter. Yeah. Yep, and they ripped it down. They ripped it down. Somewhere I've got that damn video. Let me see if I can find that. Anyway, wow. So I got to go to Panyaz Lesufi. Let me find that real quick. Oh, it was very expensive. That wasn't cheap. Panyaz Lesufi. Here we go. So here they are tearing it down. This is a criminal act. These are not police. Let me see. Is that? Yeah, there you go. City of Johannesburg Metropolitan. This is a criminal act. A criminal act. Mandela Sufi brazenly telling us it's gone. Yeah, this is what he said. Gone. Right there, gone. Mm-hmm. That's disgusting. No free speech or advertising in South Africa. Typical ANC racist, communist, cock, black supremacist behavior. Too late. Gone viral already. Truth hurts, Panyaze. Unati Kwaza. Well said. Well said. Yep. That was well said. Well, so there you go. What else we got here from this? Like the millions in the school cleansing scheme you cooked up. This is unconstitutional. Ooh, that hurt. Now it's on social media for everyone to see out in the country. The deed is done, idiot. It's been shared far and wide across the globe. Might be gone, but the message will be sent. Nice. Try, F nut. Try, cry harder. Most racist governments in the world, South Africa, highest on the index. Ahead of Malaysia, Guatemala, Peru, Trinidad and Tobago, Bolivia, Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia, France, and Brazil. More go up, same route. That's another one that went up. Aish Baba, you're going to be busy for the next few weeks. I love it. 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 This is hilarious. Limited amount of people driving would have seen this banner, but then you made a fuss, and now everyone is seeing it on social media amplified by you. Wouldn't known about it until the ex-warriors raised the awareness and showed it to the world. So free speech is not allowed anymore? Epic trolling from Solidarity. But the potholes remain. If only the pothole was Afrikaans and opinion. Look at that. The new one's up already, Sufi. Your hands are dirty. Even your own people are suffering while you get fat from the comfort of your home, preying on those who voted for you. Not gone yet, you racist, says Orange Big Tech. Make the filth go away from Joburg as well. Let the world see the truth.
We've been held hostage enough by criminals in this country. We've been held hostage enough by...
Yeah, she's right about that. Ah, wow. You're going to be sued. Advertising is approved by the city before they put it up. You complete fragile shadow of a man. Told you, keep feeding the wolf. Paul Kruger. Yeah, potholes become swimming pools. Ugly giraffe everywhere. Or ugly graffiti everywhere. Broken windows, hijacked buildings, hobos, beggars, litters, stormwater drains plugged full of rubbish, verges or jungles. But a banner gets removed in a matter of hours because it's an uncomfortable truth. Sir, will you be recommending to the executive to charge them with treason? No jokes. If our guests saw this and we lost funding through these lies, the poor and sick would suffer, even causing death. You fucking moron. The G20 isn't there to give you money and handouts. That's not the purpose of G20. Vote ANC, a better life for all. Nope. Wasn't this illegal? Yes, removal of banner by municipal workers, as shown in a video posted by Pine Hill Sufi, appears to be contravening local government regulations, specifically the City of Johannesburg's outdoor advertising bylaw 2022. According to this bylaw, the removal of signs or banners without following proper procedures, such as serving notice or obtaining consent, is not permitted unless the sign constitutes danger or is obscene. There you go. They broke the law. Go arrest him. Go arrest him. Anyway. By the way, did he promise 90,000 jobs, Panyazi Lasufi? Where's the 90,000 jobs? Last time I heard a gunshot, earlier today at the range. Last time I heard a gunshot, about 6 hours ago. About 6 hours ago. Alrighty, 89 votes. Can we get to 100 so we get a representative sample there? So you got 10 people didn't like it. Wow, I got a lot of trolls hanging out here. Hello, Maze. Saw the interview of colleague Creel in Newsroom Africa. The lady was very provocative and continued to blame Africa for him. Well, that's because they're not a news organization. Newsroom Africa is a scumbag propaganda outlet that slanders and libels people. They did it to me. They lied about what I said. They lied to their viewers, something I never even addressed in a video. Didn't even bring the topic up. Didn't talk about land reform. I talked about Amanda Khoz and how she was misleading people. She claimed the United States had sanctioned South Africa, which is horse manure. There are no sanctions in South Africa, not since the 1980s. She's full of crap, and she's a professor at Stellenbosch. So I called her out on that, and I called out Newsroom Africa for their slavish devotion to lies. And the next week, they lied about me and said, U.S. podcaster Colonel Chris Wyatt disagreed with Amanda Khoz about land redistribution. I didn't talk about land redistribution. It's total fiction. But my case, it seems, confined, stuck in the... Yeah, I saw that. I don't have an answer for you. Yeah, always true colors come through. Yep, just like Mandami as soon as he was elected. Yeah, South Africa shouldn't be in the G100, let alone the G20. It ain't a G20, it's a G19 summit. Censorships with a C, Sumery. So what am Ronaldo Khoz? Yeah, they adhere to the law, so yeah, once again, don't like it. They don't like the truth. You can't handle the truth. ANC billboards calling for Palestine to be free interface all the time. Yep. Paul Stapleberg, what's going on, man? 93 votes. Guess we're not going to get to 100. Yes, I did see that, but I saw no reporting on it. I just got a note from somebody. Even gave her a bit of a light thread on how they won the case, and previous newsrooms had to apologize. After that, she ended the interview saying, let's leave it for that. Oh, speaking of which, I will not be appearing in the CNN documentary on the refugees and on South Africa, the G20. So that's going to be presented before the G20. I contacted the producer from CNN. Remember, CNN kindly paid for my flight and for my lodging in Birmingham, which I appreciate. But CNN, their interviewer from Ireland, not even an American, he interviewed Earl Langdon for like an hour and a half. They're not going to use an hour and a half of that footage, obviously. And then he didn't really seem to care about interviewing me. We rushed to some town. We went to this place next to a school. It was god-awful hot. There was a generator running for some reason. And we sat down, and he tried to get me to say that Donald Trump was wrong, that he was breaking the law. And I refused to say that. And I refused to go along with the false narrative that this is a program for farmers or for Afrikaners. And I told the truth, that this is a program for racial minorities suffering from unjust racial discrimination in South Africa. And remember, when I came back, what did I tell you guys? I said, I doubt that I will be in that documentary. And why did I say that? Because I didn't say what he wanted me to say. Well, I got confirmation earlier today, and we got a response back from the producer. He told me that, in fact, the on-air personality decided to cut out my portion of the interview and not air it. And he said he didn't know why, but they're still editing, but he doesn't think they're going to get it in. I wrote back to him. I said, of course not. I wouldn't lie and tell him what he wanted me to say. So he doesn't want to put what I said on air. I knew that from the beginning. And I thanked him. I said, it was great working with you. You're very professional, and thank you for that. And he wrote back to me and said, yeah, it was great. And he says, I'm doing great stuff for FGs. It was nice. But I won't be on CNN. But the real reason is because they, who is, okay, look, I'm not the person saying it. I'm not the person. There's other people saying it. Lots of other people saying that I'm the leading light in this effort. I'm not even trying to be a refugee guy, but I'm the person that's been bringing people the most truth, the most often, the most insightful analysis, and have been the face of this thing on this side of the Atlantic. Tell me if, I didn't say that. Others have said that. Given that to be the reality, you would think that if you're talking about the refugees, you'd want to talk to the one American that's been deeply involved in this, knows what's going on, and isn't in the government. But they don't want to do that. You know why? They don't want me to be famous. They don't want me to be famous. Just like the newspapers, where I was a primary source for repeatedly about counterterrorism, trade in Africa, Washington Examiner, Washington Times, the Post. These are all papers that contacted me. And then YouTube censored me and took my channel away, and they never called me again. Tell me there isn't collusion in the government at that time and the media. Tell me there isn't collusion. There's obviously collusion here. So anyway. That's right. They don't want my voice heard. That's the problem. They don't want my voice heard. Yep. They don't want my voice heard. And that's what they do. So I never expected I would ever be on air. I figured it was a long shot because, it's editing. There's only so much time. They have to do commercials and all that stuff. So you get about 42 minutes in a 1 hour program, and I didn't think I was going to make it. But it was so obvious when the interview happened. It was such bullshit. He kept trying to pester me to say this, so what gives Trump the right to do this? I said the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1980. The president, the State Department, or Congress can declare a person or group of people or category of people to be suffering from unjust persecution, and they can grant them refugee status. It's as simple as that. Yeah, but they're in South Africa. I said, yeah, it's called in-country. They didn't like that. No, he's not a nice person, Light Rain. He's always disrespectful and rude to me. He has no manners whatsoever. Comes to my channel and acts like an ass. I just tolerate him because he's giving money to help Charles. So... That's right, Maze. I stayed authentic. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna puff up Trump. I'm not gonna puff up anybody. Well, it depends, Strong Boy, what you're looking for. Yeah, there's lots of lovely things in Pennsylvania. You like nature. A lot of great hunting in the state. A lot of great forests in the state. Beautiful mountains. Yeah, it's right smack in the middle of the Mid-Atlantic. It's easy to get to the Midwest. Easy to get up to the New England. Easy to get down south. It's close to D.C. Depending where you are in Pennsylvania. It's a big state. It takes 6 hours to drive from one side to the other. 6 hours on the turnpike. And that's from north to south. It takes about 6 hours too. It's not as long, but it's because there aren't major highways going that way. It's fine, Husky. I didn't expect it, but I got a free trip out of it. They paid for a plane ticket, $800, and 2 nights in a hotel. So Marriott. Yeah, people do hate me because I speak the truth. No, this is not the real Coke. I don't have enough of the bottles. Today I went to the discount club and the warehouse. They didn't have. They have cases, but there's half of it's Coke. One row is Sprite. One row is Fanta. I don't want Sprite and Fanta. I don't drink that crap. Yep. Anyway, Anyway, so I won't be on CNN. I'm a lot more confident that I will at least appear momentarily in the CakeNet interview or documentary that's coming out in January. That one I think is going to happen, but I don't think I gave Rian van Heerden what he wanted either. He's done so much for us, but it does not fit their narrative, and that's exactly why we don't. Yeah, they don't fit their narrative. At least you got to pay. Exactly, Simmery. I got a pay trick, and I got some work. I get to interview Earl. My interview came out long before CNN's did, and I got to meet his family. It was really nice. So that started my in-person. So I've met Thea in South Africa in person. I met Earl and his family and his son-in-law and his daughter and all of them, all the kids. And then I met Willem and Kara and their family up there. Plus I met another refugee family that had arrived afterwards up there in Twin Falls. So I've met 2 families there, 5 family groups I've met of refugees that have come over. Yep. And I'll probably be meeting some more. So, yep. Yeah, CNN is BBC Trailer Park. You see the G20 main topic of discussion, solidarity and equality, which is not the purpose of the G20. This is why South Africa has no business in it. The purpose of G20 is advancing the economic interest of its members. And solidarity is bullshit. It's total bullshit. There's no such thing as solidarity. The moment one person doesn't get what they like, look at the ANC. They don't get what they like, so they behave like a child. Equality? Equality is not right. Equality. I don't know if to be a racist war. I doubt that. Most black South Africans don't believe in this garbage. Of course, you didn't go with the narrative, and they can't edit you because there's nothing ambiguous you say to the point. Exactly. Sigi, you're right. There's nothing ambiguous I say. Nothing. I mean, people try that all the time. I mean, that guy who tried to accuse me of calling black people cockroaches, I mean, that was just comical. He played the comment that I made from Liberia and then lied and said I called black people cockroaches. Not what I said. Yeah, he's a self-loathing, hateful person. He wanted a specific line. That's right. Just like the Dutch film crew. You should have seen the guy, the look of frustration in his face when he asked me that question. So what gives President Trump the right to let white people come to America? Well, where does white come into the conversation? Who said white? Well, because these Afrikaners, these farmers are going. I said, well, the program isn't for farmers. What do you mean it's not for farmers? Read the embassy website. Read the embassy website. It's been out since February 10th. It's for racial minorities. Well, what gives President Trump the right to bring racial minorities over? Well, federal law, the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1980. It's spelled out right there. Yeah, but these people aren't really refugees. Says who? That's what I said to him. Who says they're not refugees? Well, they don't fit the definition of refugee. Says who? They do. Read international norms. The U.S. Immigration and Nationality Act conforms to international standards on refugees. We're not doing anything different than the international standard. The fact that people don't apply it equally is not on me. Oh, he was so frustrated. He was so frustrated. It was funny. And I was leaving there. He caught me as I'm going out, and he's trying to. I was not frazzled, but I was in a hurry. I had to pee too, and he couldn't get me. Couldn't get me. My computer is okay right now. It's not acting up today. Let me just double check, and I'll make sure that's still the case. Yeah. Yep, it's working. So I don't know what that hiccup was the other day. Ah, boy. Quietly hopeful, okay? Someone chat last night said Ramaphosa reinstated Mkunu. I didn't see that. Anyway, I'm caught up with that now for you guys. That's right, Charles. The United States calls South Africans refugees, and that's all that matters. Exactly, Kathy. It's a good thing I have the experience to talk to reporters. Shows how they bully the average person on the street. The thing is, I had no training in how to talk to reporters. And Kathy, it's going to boggle your mind when I tell you that I've been interviewed by reporters in English, German, and French. Yep, I've been interviewed. When I was stationed in Niger, I was interviewed in French all the time. So try that. I mean, it's not my first language. French was my fifth language or so. Fourth language that was. Yeah. Yeah. So, wow. Yeah, they wanted a gotcha moment. Dutchman with a load of questions like a pit bull eating its own vomit. That's funny. Well, strong boy, that would be nice. Yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah, no, but it's anyway. Kuna wants to step aside, so yeah, well, that's right. He wants to step aside, and they won't let him. So the question: who said the phrase "You want the truth, you can't"? That was the colonel in A Few Good Men, played by Jack Nicholson. He was the rogue colonel that was at Guantanamo Bay, Gitmo, and they had a blanket party in which it induced a problem, and the guy that they were beating up under the blankets died as a consequence of that. That wasn't their intent. And so they tried to cover it up. And Jack Nicholson was on trial, and Tom Cruise was the prosecuting attorney. Tom Cruise had been a lax attorney who just took plea deals, and so they figured they'd assign Tom Cruise to it, and then this thing will just disappear, and then the murder will be covered up. But, yeah, Colonel Jessup, thank you, Colonel Jessup. Yep, Colonel Jessup, yep. Tom Cruise, Demi Moore, yep. And Kiefer Sutherland was also in it, yep. It was a great movie. I don't like Rob Reiner, but that was a really good movie. And that's what he said. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. What is that whole line? It's the dialogue. This was great. I'm going to try to react it now. Judge Randolph, consider yourself in contempt. Caffey. Colonel Jessup, did you give the code red? Judge Randolph, you don't have to answer that question. Colonel Jessup, I'll answer the question. He turns to Lieutenant Caffey. Colonel Jessup says, you want answers? Caffey says, I think I'm entitled to it. Colonel Jessup says, you want answers? Caffey says, I want the truth. Colonel Jessup says, you can't handle the truth. Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's going to do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you could possibly fathom. You weep for Santiago, and you curse the Marines. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know, that Santiago's death, while tragic, probably saved lives. And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives. You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties, you want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. You use words like honor, code, loyalty. We use these words as the backbone of a life spent defending something. You use them as a punchline. I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself to a man who rises and sleeps under the blanket of the very freedom that I provide and then questions the manner in which I provide it. I would rather you just said thank you and went on your way. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a weapon and stand a post. Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you're entitled to. Caffey, did you order the code red? Colonel Jess, did I? The job... Caffey, did you order the code red? You're goddamn right I did! Did you order the code red? What a great movie. Those are MK members went to Russia, to Ukraine. They should be prosecuted for being mercenaries. It was hazing. That's right, a blanket party. Yep. Sat next to a reporter on a flight to Brussels back, and she wanted to corner me on my view on apartheid. Son, we live in a world that has walls. You're right, Jack. You're right. Is that Jack Reacher? Oh, it's Jack Seller. The info I mailed you not help with the computer issue. I haven't addressed it, Utopi. I haven't addressed. I haven't had time, guys. I thought my days were free. That's what I started to say earlier. So today, so my day today was immediately prepping for my briefing because I get to bed late after about 4 o'clock. Got busy working for my program. Finished my program. I had to draft a few notices. Then I left. I had to go to the Veterans Organization, drop some things off in the Veterans Organization. I had to go get petrol. I came back from the petrol and did some brief shopping to get some things I had to have for the house. I came back. I sat down. I wrote my speech for tonight. I gave a presentation tonight to the Lions Club about Veterans Day. Then I went to the Vets Club, 7:45. I was there till 9:15. I came home. I set my stream up at 9:25. And then I made that song, which some people didn't like apparently, but most people liked. And then I'm here with this. I haven't even had time to make a video about Panyazi Lasufi yet. Tomorrow, my day starts like this. I get up in the morning, and then I'm mentoring some young YouTube content creators. I'm mentoring them. I'll spend an hour with them, teaching them, the ways, the Jedi Knights. When that's over, I do my news broadcast early tomorrow. And then I've got Conscious Caracal. I'm on his channel. And then at 7 p.m. South African time. And after that, I have to leave to go see the orthopedic surgeon about my hip. Then I come back, and tomorrow night is Veterans Day. So I have to come back, change, put on my shirt with my ribbons. I have to go into the Veterans Organization at 7 p.m. And then after we recognize veterans, then I give a speech, and I read a speech there, and I'll get home about 9 or 9:30 tomorrow. Then it's Wednesday. Wednesday, I've got preparation for my news, and I do my news program. Then I'm on with Ronaldo. Then I'm going to prep for my radio program. I do my radio program, and then I finish at 9 p.m. And then at 10 o'clock, I do my night owls. And then we're into Thursday. So I haven't had time to even look. The guy who was going to look at my computer, I sent him a text message early this morning and said, there's no way I'm coming today. I just can't make it. Strong Boy says, a friend of mine applied and the whole program is 6 weeks. Well, congratulations to your friend. Some people applied in May and they're just not being talked to. Jacques, where are you going, man? Why are you leaving? Hey, Sandra. They canceled the contract. The guy went to his car and got his gun and shot them. Is that the brothers you're talking about? Yeah, Mitten, that was a great movie. That was a great movie. Rob Reiner is a scumbag, but that was the one thing he did redeemable. I don't use Explorer for my browser, and it's not a browser problem. It's either a hardware, my motherboard, or something in Windows corrupted. Yeah, as it's not browser related, it happens across the board. It's accessing drives and anything in my ports in my computer. They work, then they don't work. They work, then they don't work. But they've been working for 2 days now, so no problem. Yep, so there you go. Applied in February. Nobody applied in February, Mitten. That's impossible. There's no application in February. All you could have done in February is send a PRM email. If you haven't had a word, why haven't you done the intake questionnaire? Are you not watching my show? I told people the moment it came out. I told people, I said, you need to go. If you haven't been contacted and you've done an email or a PRM, you must go do the intake questionnaire at the embassy. What are you waiting on? People who've done the intake questionnaire have been contacted in short order. Who is Dion? Is this the two brothers who were shot? No, it's not a failing hard drive, Charles. It's not. No, it's not a failing hard drive. It's a solid state drive, and it's not a failing solid state drive because the problem isn't that drive. The problem is all the other drives. The problem is peripherals. My camera stopped working, a USB port. My microphone stopped working, and then it came back. Then the camera came back. Then my external drive didn't work. Then my other external drive didn't work. It's something to do with reading the ports. It's a Microsoft issue or it's a motherboard issue. Okay, gotcha. No, don't apologize, Mitten. I'm just trying to be clear. You got to be clear. There's no application. Nobody applied for this program. The closest thing to an application that's ever existed is now the intake questionnaire. The statement of interest was a statement of interest. You're letting them know you're interested so they can gauge how many people are interested in this. The PRM email was a pre-statement of interest. So, yep. Up earlier than usual, so can join the stream for a while. Hope you had a good day. Well, Varen, I've had a very busy day as usual. Very, very busy. No rest for the wicked, and I don't get any tomorrow. Yeah, and I thought Saturday, if I can actually go easy Saturday, but I know I won't because the Springboks are on early for me. Starting to sound like Windows. Exactly. Yep. And I thought it was the update that went to Windows, but suddenly it's working again. But it was a nightmare. I mean, I couldn't save anything. It was frustrating. I think it had something to do with the indexing. The indexing and then maybe the ports, one of the two. Okay. 20th. Don't tell people that, Anti-Floy. Yes, Slippery Pickle. You're going to get to time out. I have tried turning off and turning back on. Speaking of which, tonight I think when I try to go to sleep, I'm going to watch the IT Crowd. I love that, the IT Crowd. Have you tried turning on and off again? The Girls on 6. The Grands of the Girls on 6. Oh, it's going to be a super calendar. Nope. Then they did Nerds. Good morning, Helen of Troy. Yeah, so let's get to some of the news I dug up other than the Panyas of the Sufi thing. Colonel Jessup. Did you order the code red? Did I? Did you order the code? You're goddamn right I did. my goodness. That is a great one. Few Good Men. What a great movie. All right, where were we at here? That's the wrong window there. Hang on. Come on. There it is. Well, that's not it either. Huh. Where's it at? There it is. Got it. Anyway, surprise, surprise, the cost of living is rising in South Africa. Imagine that. Tom, take care. The USA is not reopening the government today. We'll get to that. Cost of living report highlights South Africa's rising expenses. Competition Commission has urged business operating in essential sectors such as food, energy, transport, education, healthcare, and digital services to be more transparent and accountable in their pricing practices. Why? Why should business be more transparent? Over the past 5 years, electricity prices have risen by 68%, water tariffs have grown by 50%. Meanwhile, wages have failed to keep pace. Salaries remain stagnant while prices continue to rise. No shit, Sherlock. That's because businesses can't afford to raise wages because you've raised state-run electricity and water to outrageous levels that they can't keep up with. You've already caused the collapse of the ferrochrome smelter industry. The NC's desperate grip on the narrative is, yep, censorship, spin doctors, midnight tweets, can't hide load shedding, corruption, a nation fed up with their lies. Black, white, and brown. Yep. It's not a budget. It's a continuing resolution. There's no budget. It's a continuing resolution. This problem will come back up in January when this thing expires. Yep. There's no budget, folks. Don't fall for that. That's nonsense. There is no budget. It's simply a continuing resolution, which means funding, spending stays at current levels. Arctic says, thank you for your service. Wow, that's very kind of you, Arctic. I hadn't seen that from you. You're being nice. You've been snarky lately. It's nice to see you being nice. Thank you very much. Duduzilla Zuma Sambudla. Her legal team argues the state's been spying on her way before July riots. Well, good, because she's a threat to public order. Of course they're spying on her. Who cares? It's not germane. It's not relevant. She pled not guilty to charges. She appeared before the Durban High Court on Monday. Her father sat in the front row of the public gallery along with other MK party supporters. The indictment claims that the unrest was sparked by the jailing of Zuma as ordered by the Constitutional Court after he refused to comply with his order to appear before the Zondo Commission. At her earlier bail application, she did not deny sending some of the messages, but said it was nonsensical and petty to say that people were influenced by them. No, it wasn't. We saw the people go out and murder, loot, murder, death, kill. We saw them do it. So it wasn't nonsensical, and you should be held accountable for the insurrection you fomented. Well, the BBC is under fire for their fake news and their fraudulent editing of Donald Trump comments on January 6, 2021 in their documentary, which was fraud. So, if I don't appear in the CNN documentary, maybe it's just as well. Will they do what the BBC did and alter what I said? She's wearing rings around her neck like she's some sort of African princess. Look, it's a British broadcasting crap. It's tempting to view the sudden resignation of two top BBC executives on Sunday evening in the wake of scathing criticism as an extension of the pressure that President Trump has put on news organizations in the U.S. But it's not. They resigned because they got exposed as frauds. They resigned after a leaked memo said the BBC had misleadingly edited a speech by Trump that preceded the January 6th riot at the Capitol building, splicing together comments that were actually 50 minutes apart and unrelated to make it look like he was calling for an insurrection. These are what the frauds in the media do. They've been doing it all along. The Russia collusion narrative, this bogus nonsense, not giving weapons to two fake impeachments that had no merit whatsoever. Ex-husband's dead. My daughter wants to change her surname, but she must have her permission of father's family. That's bullshit. You can change your surname here anytime you want. Canada lost decades of progress in fighting measles. Is it because they let lots of illegal aliens in their country? Once considered eliminating Canada, but there have been 5,000 cases in the last 12 months. Vaccination rates have fallen. Yeah, because you got a lot of illegals slipping in, no doubt. Across Canada, 79% of 7-year-olds were fully vaccinated against measles, the most recent year in which data is available. That's down from 83% in 2019. Far lower than the 95% threshold experts say is needed to stop the virus from spreading. Well, there you go. So Canada, old Canada, land of measles. We have measles in the Southwest and in Southern California, courtesy of criminal alien invaders slipping across the border who aren't vaccinated, spreading their pox in this country. Yep. No, he didn't, Dogzilla. Trump didn't send anybody to the Capitol. And screw you, idiots. I was a journalist covering events there. You're just being a nasty piece of shit. Knock it off. You weren't there. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're just a freaking poison-drinking leftist nonsense. The Senate, with the help of Democratic defectors, passed a bill to end the longest government shutdown without the health subsidies. Yep. Senate passed this bill to reopen the government. Yep, 60-40 vote last night. Day 41 signaled a break and gridlock that shuttered the government for weeks. Yep. He thought he could break the Republicans, and the Republicans broke him, Trump says during an interview with Fox News about Chucky Schumer. Yep, about Chucky Schumer. Thought he could break Republicans. Well, the Senate has approved their package. Let's see what's in the package. Yep, 60-40 vote. The package includes two primary components: a clean stopgap funding bill, which is Republicans wanted. It keeps the government open through January 30th. So we go right back to this in January 30th, folks. Right back to this in January 30th. We'll be right back in the same boat, assuming the House approves this. January 30th. That gives us 2.5 months if they pass it in the House and the President signs it. And 3 minibus appropriations bills to fund part of the government throughout the year. The latter includes full year funding for the Department of Agriculture, which oversees food stamps. Yep, and that's what I said. I expected it would be that, defense, and civil aviation. But it doesn't say what the other two parts of the package were. Yep. Hemp. Who cares about hemp? That's ridiculous. So, yeah, that's where we're at now. That's where we're at. It has to go back to the House. The House has to prove it. Trump threatens to dock the pay of air traffic controllers who are absent. We should dock the pay. They're not showing up for work. Recommended $10,000 bonus for controllers who remain on the job during government shutdown. Well, that's cool. President Trump threatened to dock the pay of air traffic controllers who don't return to work as flight cancellations and delays spread across the country. All air traffic controllers must get back to work now. Anyone who doesn't will be substantially docked. Well, Reagan fired them. Trump worked on money. He said he would recommend air traffic controllers who didn't take off during the shutdown receive a $10,000 bonus. That's pretty cool. Yep, pretty wild. At Chicago's O'Hare, only 50% of flights on Sunday left within 30 minutes departure time. Well, that's not unusual. Flight delays there all the time. All the time. Well, President Trump is warned of dire economic circumstances if the Supreme Court rules against his tariffs. Trump said Monday that the United States faces economic and national security catastrophe if the Supreme Court nullifies his use of the emergency powers statute to place tariffs on most nations. He also says the administration is looking into $2,000 stipends to lower and middle-income Americans through tariff dividends as well as paying off the national debt. Well, there isn't that much money to pay off the debt or give these dividends, so you got to make a decision what you're going to do. Personally, I prefer they pay down the debt. Good night, Mitten. Take care. Shutdown deal revives Democratic infighting. The agreement prompted a backlash within the party, not only against Democratic defectors who support it, but against Senator Chuck Schumer, the leader who did not. Yep. The bitter rebuke comes from every corner of the Democratic Party. Moderate House members, progressive senators, self-described insurgents, and establishment candidates all like to express their same vehement opposition to the deal. Here's the problem. The Democrats whine that the Republicans blame them for the shutdown. Then Republicans vote to lift the shutdown, and they whine they want to keep the government shut down. Which is it? They want to shut the government down, or they want the government to be open? See? For 40 days, Trump shut the government down. No, he didn't. You did. You didn't pass a damn bill. So now that the bill is going back to the House, it looks like it's going to be passed. Whoa! The government's going to open up. Well, what is it? You want it shut down? You want it open? They just want to piss people off. Yes, it did touch a nerve, Jeremy. It touched a nerve on both sides. The warning. Yep. I like that. Peak both. Half of you idiots. Okay, half of you are not idiots. That was a good quote. Progressives blame Schumer for the shutdown strategy collapse because it was a dumb idea. This is not how they're going to win. So, and they also think that they have big victories on Election Day this year and an off year as if it matters. It has no impact whatsoever. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer wasn't one of the 8 Democrats who voted with Republicans, but he's taking the blame. Yep. Coming on the heels of big wins for the party in off-year elections. No, there are no big wins. No big wins. What? Virginia? New Jersey? New York City? Did anybody think Republicans are going to win that? Prop 50 in California? Those are for sure Democratic wins. There's no gains there. The shutdown hurt Democrats much more than they think. This think this might hurt them in the midterms. I agree, Werner. It's going to hurt them badly. It's going to hurt them badly. Schmuck Schumer. So this guy here is comical. Check this out. Don Winslow, a white septuagenarian author, calls the 8 Democrats traitors. 8 white old senators, not one person of color among them, lied and fucked over, in my humble opinion, the American people. Millions and millions will lose their health care because these old 8 white people. This isn't just a bad decision. These are really bad people. Learn their names. Well, Don Winslow is a moron of the highest order. And here he is. Learn Don Winslow. Here's the dipshit Don Winslow. 72-year-old white man. So, yeah, that's the idiot. So people are losing their health care because Nancy Pelosi told people to vote for the bill and then read the bill. The bill included a sunset clause for health care subsidies after driving up the cost of health care by 400%, making it unaffordable, taking $20 million. So these people, they don't like the facts. In 2010, 20 million Americans lost, working Americans, 20 million Americans lost their health care coverage. Why? Because the Democrats insisted on no pre-existing conditions constraints. So insurance providers were forced to take people who are in the middle of cancer care, who are on chronic disease, chronic medication costing hundreds of thousands of dollars per year. And they couldn't refuse them under the law. Otherwise, they'd lose their license and be fined. So they took them on. How do they spread those costs? To those with insurance policies. Companies couldn't afford to pay for the insurance anymore, so they dropped the plans. These people had no coverage. They're forced to go onto the dole. And on the government dole system, they paid a fraction. This lady told me she pays $250 a month. Now she's going to pay the true cost, $1,400 a month. But nobody paid that. 15 years ago, nobody paid that kind of insurance for the most part. Most people paid $100, $200, or their employer paid everything and had a couple of copays. That was it. The system needed to be repaired, but not destroyed and dismantled. The Democrats dismantled it and destroyed it and set up a Ponzi scheme, which is essentially what it is, where the money pours in and nothing comes out. Yep. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So this 72-year-old septuagenarian white fool is attacking race, and he's racist and ageist. And these are the people that are voting to open the government. He fails to mention that the Democrats are starving people. Yeah, they don't mention that. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to make a video about. Let's see if what I've done here. Oh, excuse me, guys. Oh, long days. Long days. No, it's not Trump's shutdown. That's juvenile. There is a negotiation, Dogzilla, and the Democrats walk away from the table. The Republicans have offered a bill 14 times. Democrats rejected it, setting a record. Also, the Republicans have never shut down the government. I don't think they even did in the 90s. But this is yet another shutdown by Democrats of the government. And it's also a record-setting shutdown by the Democrats, and one in which food stamps aren't paid to people who are hungry. Soldiers did get paid somehow, but air traffic controllers aren't being paid. Government workers aren't being paid who are still working. 750,000 people are furloughed. Parks are shut down. Museums are shut down. All because the Democrats refused to sign continuing resolution. Every time the Democrats presented a continuing resolution during the Biden regime, Republicans voted for it. 13 times. Now 14 times they vote against us. They finally voted for it. There you go. There you go. All right, ease up on Dogzilla. Let him spew his nonsense. Don't bang up on him. He's just one troll. Let him be. Let him be. Anyway, but he was rude earlier. That's why I struck back. Yeah. Trump didn't send idiots to the Capitol building. He said march peacefully and support our brave congressmen and senators. That's what he said. That's what he said. And then leftists lied about it. Twitter shut down his account after he told people to go home. Why? So they could use it. Nancy Pelosi, in charge of security at the Capitol building as the Speaker of the House of Representatives, refused to accept 10,000 National Guard troops. 20,000 actually were requested by the Department of Defense, made available. They issued call-up orders for 20,000 troops. They refused. On December 24th, Christmas Eve, Parler, a messaging service like Twitter and Threads, sent messages to the FBI, to the National Counterterrorism Center, warning them that they were noticing activity on the Parler servers by people talking about going to the January 6th event and causing trouble, fomenting riots. Parler forwarded the names, the accounts, and screenshots to the National Counterterrorism Center and the FBI on December 24th, 2020. On December 26th, Boxing Day, the FBI responded to Parler, thanked them for informing them, and asked for additional information, which Parler supplied. In January, Jeff Scumbag, hate-wanking, hate America, deep dipshit, rip-off artist from Amazon and his Amazon Web Services suspended Parler's account with Amazon Web Services, thereby shutting down the service, fraudulently claiming that Parler facilitated the insurrection. Number one, there was no insurrection. Number two, they were the only social media company, the only tech company that actually contacted the federal government to warn them. Meanwhile, WhatsApp, owned by Meta, Facebook, Instagram, all platforms for people spreading information about how they were going to disrupt events and cause chaos that day. None of them reported a single thing to the FBI or the Counterterrorism Center. All of them still in operation. Parler had to find an alternate means. Then they went basically bankrupt. Someone bought up what's left of Parler. Last time I checked, it was still around. Let's see if I still have Parler. Here's Parler. Let's see if I can get into my account. Someone try to bring it back. New Parler. Verification code sent to my phone. All right, let's see what I got here. So Facebook got away with the crap they pulled, and others didn't. Okay, there it is. What? That's not enough of a code. What the hell? Oh, no, hang on a second. Oh. What the hell's going on here? Request a new code. I put it in. Okay, they finally found me. Good Lord. All right, well, it's really changed a lot. It doesn't look so cool. Okay. Yeah, it's found my account. So Parler's still there. But now it's almost nobody knows about it, so there we go. Parler. So that's my Parler account. So, let me see. 78 posts. My last post was 244 days ago. Trump wins. Global war trade. Dear Cyril. Anyway, Parler. So, yep. So it's still around. But they were put out of business essentially by Amazon Web Services when they were the only ones that actually contacted the government. Or else they've been booking flights anyways in hopes that everything goes back on track. Yep. Well, even if they don't book flights, they'll continue to interview and do medicals to stack people up. Then there'll be a huge number of people waiting. It's well over 1,000. No idea what the number could be now. Are you contributing to your local food pantry? Why do you ask, Dogzilla? Why do you ask? I donated over 30 hours of my time. I donated another 4 hours of my evening tonight to the Lions Club, to the Veterans Organization. And do I donate food pantry? Well, that's my business. Well, the answer is yes. Why do you care? Not my responsibility. Did you provide food to the South African refugees who found themselves trapped with no money and no food, waiting for their flights after moving to where they're supposed to go to fly? Did you do that? Did you do that? Did you provide housing for the South African refugees trapped in South Africa? Can't get out because the U.S. canceled their flights? Did you do that, Dogzilla? Why are you asking me that question? This Facebook has long been a cesspool of disinformation and scams. Yep. Frick Peterson, what's going on, man? Yeah, the Lions Club does great work. In fact, tonight I heard an update how many pairs of glasses. They collected 393 pairs of glasses. It's pretty cool. And 11 pairs of just lenses. People had square lenses. Yeah, people not living in South Africa find it strange to hear that you got to work safely. But in South Africa, you got to tell people that, yep. No flights, no. Yeah, there'll be no flights till it gets taken care of. So once again, my head hurts, guys. My head hurts. What did I tell people? And people tried to tell me I was wrong. I said that no one's coming over because they don't have people to process you. No. RSC said it's the presidential determination. Why? Because RSC is an axe to grind. RSC is a dishonest vendor. Not RSC, but Church World Service. RSC is fine. Sorry. Church World Services, their parent, are dishonest. The CEO of that organization lies all the time. He lies to distort things. He misleads people. It's a shame. It's a disgrace. And just like the racist Episcopal Church who refused to help refugees anymore because their feelings hurt. They brought 300,000 white Ukrainians over here, and suddenly because a handful of white South Africans amongst the people coming over are coming over, they blame 19-year-olds for apartheid. These are stupid people. These are racist bigots in the Episcopal Church, and they need to be exposed for that. They're racist. They're disgusting, vile humans. And they're people of faith. They're not people of faith. They're faithless people. Yep. Faithless people. That's what they are. Fruitcake every year. Ugh, fruitcake. Ugh. No. You're not answering the question, Dogzilla. Did you help the refugees who got trapped in South Africa? Not the ones that are here. They don't need help. The ones who are here don't need help. They don't need help. We spend $2.9 billion to help them. But we don't spend anything to help people who, because the government shut down, were trapped in South Africa. Safe in Stellenbosch. Yep. Because he's waiting for me to ban him from the channel. That's what he wants. He wants to be banned from the channel so he can cry about it. He wants to be banned. I'm not fulfilling his need. Not fulfilling his need. But he's getting a lot of people's attention tonight. Getting a lot of people's attention tonight. So I'm a local guide on Google. Okay. And I've got photos and reviews for travelers. I'm a level 8 on there. And 259,418 views on that. So I'm getting close to master reviewer badge. See what it'll take to get more photo views. Okay. My reviews. Let's see what it takes. Okay. Master reviewer. 100 place reviewed. 50 reviews that reach over 200 characters. Okay. Well, that's the highest you can be as a master reviewer. I'm close. I'm a master photographer. You have to have 100 places, 1,000 photos, 1 million views. I got that covered. Yep. Anyway. Yep. It's not easy to access, though. It's always hard to find that. So I usually only find it when they send me something, tell me, remind me that I'm doing it. But that's not what I want to do. I wanted to look up something up here very quickly. Here we go. La 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 la. No star-spangled banners flying high. Samson's waiting, but the eagle won't try. Victoria's got a thorn in its side. Diplomatic poker played worldwide. Ace on the table.
show must stand. From Washington to Johannesburg sand, the game is rigged, the dealer's hand. Ace on the table, hearts on the floor. Who's keeping score? Who's keeping score? No, USA in RSA. Big summit's gone astray. Trump said his piece, now he's on his way. No, USA in RSA. No, USA in RSA. Big summit's gone astray. Trump said his piece, now he's on his way. No, USA in RSA. La 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 da 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 da.
It's actually kind of sad, and I sadly predicted this months ago that there probably wouldn't be any U.S. presence. And then I said, well, maybe from the embassy we should have some there. So, yeah, but I've gone back and forth then. So now Trump says nobody's going to be there. Nobody's going to be there. Verna's heading out. Got to start my day. Catch the stream later. All right, Verna, have a good day. Be safe out there. Good night, Curiosity Nuggets. There's really a lot of people here just because of the refugee thing. That's how they got here. Hopefully they stick around after the refugee thing is moving and they've come to America. We come to America on the boats and on the planes. They come to America. Hong Kong Sevens. Ooh, never been. Chi-Coms won't like me. 24-hour sale. April. I don't know if I can go there in April. Shame. Oh, that reminds me. What's going on with that? Let me just check something. I've got some new hats coming in. Let's see. Let me see if I can check on my order here. Your order. It's supposed to be 24 hours. They're not here yet. Where the hell's it at? It says Fort Lauderdale, 1 business day. I paid extra for 1 business day. It's not here. Getting it ready. Coming by U.S. Postal Service. Hasn't left Fort Lauderdale. Get off your ass and get my product out here, man. Ordered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different caps. Yep, 250th anniversary America caps. That's what I ordered. Looking forward to that. Also got an Amazon order that's supposed to be coming in too. Wonder what that's at. Boy, today I was at the discount store and I wanted some of that peppermint bark, they call it. It's chocolate with peppermint on top. It's nice for the holidays. I enjoy it. It's a nice sweet. And they wanted $17 for a little tub of it in one of the discount clubs. Want the other club? $17. I'm not paying that. No, they're not Wyatt Army hats. No, buying someone else's hats. I'm here for the no bullshit take on the news. Don't watch TV. Well, thank you, CK. I appreciate that. Well, almost all of us coming to USA. Your YouTube will be in-person news, not a live stream. Well, Conrad, if you all come over here, if all these South Africans come here and you're loyal and watch my program, my ad revenue is going to soar. You know that, right? I get 8 times as much revenue for every U.S. subscriber that watches an ad as a South African subscriber. So, I'd like to meet you one day. All right? Yeah, it is. I enjoy it, Skulk. Yep, that's why I do meet and greets. They're taxing. Guys, I mean, I don't think people realize I did 18 meet and greets in 30 days. That was a record. I did 17 before, and I did 15. I think 17, 15, 18. I usually do around 13 to 15. Neil Diamond should be a Sir Neil Diamond. Well, we don't have that kind of stuff. Jesus taught that good deeds, especially giving to the needy, should be done secret, not publicly praise others. That's right, BR. That's why I'm not sitting around here carping or talking about all the stuff I do for everybody. Del Marie, Samsung wasn't working. Sorry to hear that. No, that's why you don't go, I do this, I give that. I don't do that. That's why I asked the question. Why was he asking me the question? What does it matter what I do? What does it matter what I do? I mean, we have helped several families. I made a big deal with that. Madeline says, never stop watching. Okay, well, that's very kind of you, Madeline. I appreciate that. By seeking human honor, you have already received your reward, and there is nothing left from your Father in heaven. I'm not seeking honor from anyone. I'm not the one advertising the good deeds. I was asked, and I thought it was odd to ask me the question. Oh, damn, power's gone. Welcome to ESCOM. What is wrong with the Schussbier, Phoenix? Have you been around that long, Phoenix? Schussbier? Because people change their avatars. You've been a member for a while. Oh dear God! See, this is like an avatar. No one's even talking about that. He's just being an idiot. No, so honestly, if people in America, if every ad, it's 8 times as much as what I make. It's like 6 times, 7 times as much if they're in the UK over South Africa. And there's a reason for that. It's not contrary to the idiots in South African government who think it's prejudice or bigotry. It's not. They make money based on what advertisers will pay. South Africa's economy is tiny. It's tiny. $400 billion a year. That's less than Walmart. You know, I mean, one company makes more. NVIDIA makes more money than that, I'm sure. Anyway, yeah, so, no, but I don't think NVIDIA makes that much, but I know Walmart makes that much. Let me see what Walmart's revenue was last year. Revenue, Walmart. $648 billion for Walmart in 2024. South Africa's economy is $390 billion. Walmart is bigger than South Africa. Okay? Walmart. That's what I said. I was right. Let me see if I can look at NVIDIA. They won't be that big. NVIDIA's revenue in 2024 was $60 billion. That's what I figured, much smaller. But Walmart is bigger than South Africa's entire economy by 50%. It's South Africa and 50% more. One company. How many people does Walmart employ globally? Okay, it's over 1 million. Probably. How many people does Walmart employ globally? Okay. 2.1 million employees. 2.1 million employees. How many people does the government of South Africa employ? The government of South Africa employs 1.3 million people. Walmart employs 2.1 million people. But Walmart generates a profit. Largest employer in the world, that's correct, over 2 million people. Coca-Cola's revenue is probably around 100 billion or something, just a guess. $132 billion maybe. Coca-Cola revenue in 2024. Just a guess. Maybe I'm over the mark. Oh, I'm way over the mark. It's only 47 billion. 47 billion. Let's see. What's PepsiCo? PepsiCo's revenue in 2024. Now, they have other stuff. 91 billion, yeah, because they have snack division, all that. So PepsiCo generated $92 billion, and they made $9.58 billion profit. But there's a lot of stuff in PepsiCo. Yep. So, yeah, the new Walmart's opening up. B.R. Alexander, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh, first Black Friday sale, South African style. That should be interesting. Hey, Tinky Keezer, what's up? Yeah, I know that. We know Mamex. We talked about that. They're opening. Yeah, so one company employs more people than the entire government. Nearly twice as many people as the government of South Africa. Yep, it provides health care, provides dental coverage, provides retirement, provides unemployment insurance, provides training, educational assistance, all of that. One company. What does the South African government provide to people other than members of parliament? Husky's out of here. Well, have a good one, Husky. Thanks for being here. Angelique's out of here, okay? Actually, I was going to have a Schuss beer tonight, but there's no beer in the fridge. And I didn't go downstairs. It wasn't time. Builder's Warehouse has a competition scan QR codes. Wow, that's interesting. Potholes. They provide potholes. That's what the Southern government provides, potholes. Leg, step on him once and you'll never forget the pain, but somehow he's everywhere you look. That's good. Sorry about that, Karen. Good morning, James. See, this is the night owls. People come and go left and right. Drinks, cheats, frauds, and so-called politicians. What, the potholes should be a good reason not for coming? Lana Banana. I've been following since February. Stay for FG's info and news. Often don't watch when you're live. Always hit the like button. I prefer to listen to Led Zeppelin. You prefer to listen to Led Zeppelin than me? That's fine. They're very accomplished musicians. Hey, Shelley. Or you mean the music? Well, I can't play that. Copyright strike. Folks, the music I'm playing is music I've generated, so I don't get a copyright. It's my music. I own the copyrights to it. So YouTube can't get me for copyright, so I shot them in the foot. You can't harass me. I use my own music. Even the classical music I use for things. Oh my goodness. Matthew Dixon is up at this hour. What's going on? What's going on, Matthew? Salad bar open? What's going on? Coca-Cola is better than Pepsi, Matthew. I agree with you on that. Pepsi's for little kids. But my favorite isn't those. My favorite is Sinalco, which is a German cola, which is really good. And Afri-Cola is not bad either. Black Friday scam 3 months or so before the start, increasing the prices. Well, it didn't used to be, Madeline. Black Friday used to be a good deal. It used to have some really good deals. Best Buy, I remember I did it 1 year. I went at like 4 o'clock in the morning, stood in line waiting for, or 5 o'clock waiting for a Best Buy to open up. Yep, and rushed in and got some really good deals. Problem with night owls is we're listening to you while getting ready for a work day. No, I got you, James. Who are you calling a little kid? That's funny. That's funny. Hey, Leslie, what's up? Oh, excuse me. Oh, so hungry. So hungry. I'm going to have to get something to eat when I'm done here. Well, thank you, Del Marie. I'm glad you like the music. Someone else prefers Led Zeppelin. That's cool. You can send me a WhatsApp message. It's fine beyond that, but I mean, I'm trying to keep up with them. I had a call from someone today, out of the blue, unbelievable. I answered the call. Turned out to be a South African in the States with a very bizarre personal situation. And I spent about 20 minutes while I was driving listening and then explaining to them what I thought their options were, trying to understand what they wanted me to say, or what they wanted from me. So, yes, I moved Solidarity's banner on the highway. Yep. No, I'll be making a video on that, Linziki. Please look for it. Look for the video when I'm done here. Midday Owls, says Jeremy. Well, that's because you're in Indonesia, man. Vilma's off. Okay. Big news. The Solidarity banner being torn down. The Senate passing the bill on to the House. Yep. Sorry, excuse me. That's really the big news for tonight. That's really most of what we talked about. You're welcome, Beyond the Mainstream. But remember, I told you guys my schedule in the morning. Up in the morning early, work to do. After I do my work, then I have a mentoring session with some young YouTube influencers, or aspiring into YouTube influencers. Then when I'm done mentoring, I've got my news program. When I've done that, I'm on the Conscious Caracal. And then I've got to go to the orthopedic surgeon about my hip. So that's my day tomorrow. And tomorrow night, I've got to do a presentation. It's Veterans Day at the Veterans Organization. So my day is pretty full. I don't know when I'm going to answer email tomorrow, but I'll try. Well, Coca-Cola, like many things back in the day, was made for many things. Elixirs to treat people. Oh my goodness, Charmaine Fenter, we got a super chat coming in. I thought we were going to go dry. I thought this was a dry county, no alcohol. And there's a super chat. And why isn't it coming up? Alert box is on. What's going on here? Didn't show up. Maybe it'll come up on the screen shortly. Feel straight out of Animal Farm. First they said, send all voices matter. Then quietly paint over the ones they didn't like. Exactly. Yep. Yep, that's right. That's exactly right. That's a good one. And I'm use that. Reminded me to use that for the video when I make. It's good stuff. Power of crowds. Okay, where's my notepad at? There it is. Okay. I was going to find that. It's a bit, they're all like that, Conrad. I thought I had an easy day today, but it didn't go that way. Coca-Cola did have cocaine in it. True story. Actually did. I did enjoy my last crabs this season, Candida. They were huge. Lots of big chunks of back fin meat to dig out of there. Breast meat. It was really, really good. Yeah, I'm already missing it. Yep. Thank you. They gave me a bit of a deal, too, so. Oh, I know, Lana Banana. I know. That's what I say. I mean, I have no problem. People like Led Zeppelin. It's the best I can do because, I mean, I'd love to play some wellness. I mean, I'd love to play some Flock of Seagulls, The Clash, you know, Spandau Ballet. With a thrill in my heart, my hand is open up. Listen to all that we can do. Will we see your Veterans Day speech or a part of it? No, it wasn't recorded. It was a small group of people for the Lions Club. Hasiki gave 140. There you go, for good measure. Look at that. That's another one coming in. That one rang up. I didn't see that one come. Can we listen to one of your songs? Yeah, somebody wanted to hear the Meerkats in Space. I could do that one. Let's play that real quick. Meerkats in Space. They asked for that yesterday. Where is it at now? There it is. I'm over here. Meerkats in Space. So where is my Meerkats? Meerkats in Space. Yeah, here we go. All right. This is the one. 1980s synthesizer vibe.
Little meerkats in their suits so tight, rockets blazing through the cosmic night, eyes on the prize in the Martian dust, tiny paws holding interstellar dust, leading the way they leap through the stars. It's the meerkats' mission to claim Mars, building homes under crimson skies, a brand new world through their clever eyes. They scurry quick past the asteroid rain, through solar winds they feel no pain, digging tunnels in the Martian ground, echoes of chirps the only sound, leading the way they leap through the stars. It's the meerkats' mission to claim Mars, building homes under crimson skies, a brand new world through their clever eyes. Galactic guardians with tails held high, protecting Mars from the unknown night. From dunes to craters they boldly roam, calling this red desert their new home. Leading the way they leap through the stars. It's the meerkats' mission to claim Mars, building homes under crimson skies, a brand new world through their clever eyes.
Meerkats in Space. I like that one. That was fun to do. That was fun to do. Yep. That was fun to do. It was a while ago we did that one. That one was fun. Meerkats' mission to Mars. Where's the Voices in My Head? Forgot about that one. Voices in My Head. English Pride. No Time for Terror. Get Out of the Queue. What else we got here? Dark Clouds Rising. Drive Me Crazy. Bugger Off Bunny's Escape. Some of these I forget. I've done so many of them. Morning Brew, that was the coffee song. Yeah, that's the coffee song, folks.
Steam rising high like a morning parade. The sun's still yawning, but I'm wide awake. Black gold in my cup keeps the shadows at bay. Pour it hot, pour it strong. Life's a blur till it comes along. Oh, devil's brew, you got me hooked. One sip and I'm already cooked. Drip drop whispers from the coffee pot. Each little gurgle hits a perfect spot. A liquid hug that says I'm all you've got. Oh, bittersweet addiction. You're my only conviction. Pour it hot, pour it strong. Life's a blur till it comes along. Oh, devil's brew, you got me hooked. One sip and I'm already cooked. Espresso, latte, Americano too. Don't care the form, just give me my brew. It's a love affair I can't undo.
Oh yeah, Devil's Brew. It's for those who gotta have their morning coffee. And this is what I gotta have. Oh yeah, I gave up denim a long time ago. I thought it was dead. But it's back thanks to Sydney Sweeney.
I gave up on denim, thought it was dead. But Sydney's jeans turned my head. Faded blue with a reckless vibe. Like a memory I can't untie. Sydney's jeans so hot, so cool, making old rules feel brand new. I want a pair, I need them now. American Eagle, show me how. Threads so fine, they tell a tale. Every rip's a story, every stitch a sail. She walks the streets, she owns the scene. I'm chasing dreams in Sydney's jeans. They bring the past into the now. I'm sold, I'm hooked, I don't know how. Sydney's jeans so hot, so cool, making old rules feel brand new. I want a pair, I need them now. American Eagle, show me how. Blue waves crashing on my thighs. Wearing the stars under open skies. Sydney's vibe is the fire I crave. Denim dreams that can't behave. Sydney's jeans so hot, so cool, making old rules feel brand new. I want a pair, I need them now. American
Sydney's Jeans, DJ Silver Eagle. Now it's time to turn up the heat. Little pressure cooker gets Alabama heat on DJ Silver Eagle.
Alabama heat melts the road to gold.
New faces arrive with stories untold.
The air is thick, but the dreams are wide.
South African hearts crossing the tide.
Safe in liberty's embrace, where the stars and stripes find space. Sweat rolls down, but the hope runs deep. Alabama heat, Alabama heat. They carry talent in battered bags. No corruption here to plant new flags.
From the ashes of crime they rise.
With courage burning brighter than sky.
The past may haunt,
But the future sings. Freedom hums on broken wings. Safe in liberty's embrace, where the stars and stripes find space. Sweat rolls down, but the hope runs deep. Alabama heat,
Alabama heat.
Alabama
Humidity hugs like an old ghost.
But here they stand, a living toast to freedom's soil, to the promised land. With careless hands, they take a stand. Alabama heat. Alabama heat, Alabama
Sing it with me, Pikachu. This is our favorite, not Alabama Heat. Pikachu loves this song. Stay off my lawn,
It's not a
campsite. No FEMA tents, no late night fights. No refugees, no wild parades. This castle's mine, no renegades.
Hit the road, Jack, don't spin me tail. Your liberty's lost like rusty nails.
Sing it. Stay off my lawn. Keep it moving, keep it gone. No flags, no biltong. No songs, no songs. Sorry, not sorry. Stay off my lawn.
Keep it moving, keep it gone. No flags, no biltong.
No fires, no songs. Sorry, not sorry. Stay off my lawn. My lawn.
Sorry, not sorry, stay off.
My lawn. My lawn.
Drying
Laundry on my hedge fence. Drawing crowds with your nonsense.
This
Ain't the stage, it's my domain. Take your drama down the lane. Tent where the shadows fall. Not on my grass, not on my wall.
No soapbox speeches, no rally calls. This yard's a fortress you can install.
Stay off my lawn. Keep it moving, keep it gone. No flags, no biltong. No fires, no songs. Sorry, not sorry, stay off my lawn.
Keep it moving, keep it gone. No flags, no biltong. No fires, no songs.
Come on, Pikachu.
Sorry, not sorry, stay off my lawn, my lawn.
My lawn. Sing it, Pikachu.
Sorry, not sorry, stay off
My lawn, my lawn. Stay off my lawn. Get these damn refugees off my lawn. Here they are again with their biltong, singing their Afrikaans songs on my lawn. Get off my lawn. I need frappuccino, no biltong. Stay off my lawn. Keep it moving, keep it gone. No flags, no biltong. No fires, no song. Sorry, not sorry, stay off my lawn. Keep it moving, keep it gone.
no flags, no biltong. No fires, no songs.
Sorry, not sorry, stay off my lawn.
My lawn,
It's my lawn. It's my lawn.
sorry, off my lawn, my lawn. Off my lawn, my lawn. Sorry, not sorry, off my lawn, my lawn.
Stay off my lawn. We had fun with that one, didn't we? Stay off my lawn. That was timely too. I enjoyed that one. Yeah, that was fun. Did we do this one off our cons? I can't remember. Some of these songs are done the older versions here. Return to the Bugger Off Bunny. Oh yeah, that was fun. Stuck in the Groove, yeah. Zuid-Afrika, mijn geboekte plek.
Zuid-Afrika, mijn geboorteplek. Mijn toeiste van Zeepunt tot Margate. En punten tussenin. Ons is liever ons prachtige tijd. Waar ons harten volwassen geword het. Maar tijd in ons gedraai. En de stad om te gaan. Zuid-Afrika, mijn geboorteplek, mijn thuiste van Zeepunt tot Margate. En punten tussenin, ons is liever ons prachtige tijd. Waar ons harten volwassen geword het, maar tijd in ons gedraai. En de tijd om te gaan.
There you go. That was my first effort in an Afrikaans song. Oh, jaw is locked up there. Must be no Starbucks. No Starbucks. Yeah, anyway. What else we got here? Waffle Man. Oh, we haven't played the Waffle Man in a long time. A Jellyfish Sway. That was for Johnny Steenhuisen. Cyril the Waffle Man. That was a funny one. Anyway. Song pulls at the heartstrings. Beautiful song. Thank you, Pearl. I tried. Yep. Yeah. Scandalous Nights in Cape Town. What was that one? I don't remember what that was. That didn't go so well. Get It Together. People like that Get It Together song too. Cat Got Your Tongue. Bugger Off Bunny. Yeah, that was fun too. Dim the Lights, Natalie. That was okay. It wasn't great.
Yeah, Dim the lights, Natalie, it's time to vibe. Pulling moves so slick, I'm coming live. South Africa's groove, let the rhythm flow. Where the city lights shine and the trumpets blow. Oh, Mr. President, do you know the way? Where the streets are loud and the people play. Ramaphosa's trip, oh, the mission fell flat. But the spirit's still strong now, imagine that. Dim the lights and let's paint the night. The world's watching close through a global sight. From the hills of Pretoria to the Cape Shore, feel the beat of the nation they can't ignore. Oi! Oh, Mr. President, do you know the way? Where the streets are loud and the people play. Ramaphosa's trip, oh, the mission fell flat. But the spirit's still strong now, imagine that. It's a journey of hope and a story untold, where dreams are made and the hearts are bold. America may listen, but the mission's unclear. Still the rhythm of the land keeps the vibe sincere. Oh, Mr. President, do you know the way? Where the streets are loud and the people play. Ramaphosa's trip, oh, the mission fell flat. But the spirit's still strong now, imagine that.
Yeah. Kwambasi.
Kwambasi.
To the left, Bunny's on the scene. First so clean, move sharp, he's mean. Eyes like fire, trolls start to quake. Mess with the bunny,
Big mistake.
Dagger off, bunny, protector of peace. Jumping through the chaos, never on a leash. Trolls come lurking, but they can't pretend. The bunny's here and it's the bitter end. Bugger off, bunny, protector of peace. Jumping through the chaos, never on a leash. Trolls come lurking, but they can't pretend. The bunny's here and it's the bitter end. Connell's right hand and ear standing tall. One thumb from the foot sends him through the wall. Carrots in the pocket, wisdom in his paw. Trolls see the bunny, drop their jaw. Bounce, 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 the rhythm don't stop. Trolls try to climb but the bunny's on top. Guarded the guardian, defender of the land. The bugger off bunny with the master plan. Bugger off bunny.
Guys, I make all these songs with ideas I come up with or my audience comes up with and put the keywords in.
Bunny, protector of peace. Jumping through the chaos, never on a leash. Trolls come lurking, but they can't pretend. The bunny's here and it's the bitter end. Swift as a shadow, silent in the night. Trolls meet the bunny, then they take flight. Ears like antennas, catching every sound. The bugger off bunny, king of the ground.
Oh yeah, I had a plan. Strand, our first meet and greet, last trip out, first of 18.
Colonel Wyatt's got a plan so sweet. A meet and greet down Strand's wide street. South African sun kissed the air so bright. We shared our stories through the night. Dozens gathered hearts in sync. With every smile the spirits linked.
A room of faces worlds apart, bound by camaraderie, heart to heart. Cheers in the air, laughter grows, friendships tight, it ebbs and flows. Strand lit up like golden beams, a night that turns into sweet dreams. The evening hung with fire and glee, connections blooming wild and free. Words were sparks igniting light underneath the southern sky tonight. Oh, the beauty, unforgettable glow of strangers and friends we didn't know, tying threads that'll last and weave, moments shared with hearts on sleeves. Cheers in the air, laughter grows, friendships tight, it ebbs and flows. Strand lit up like golden beams, a night that turns into sweet dreams.
It's only going to be 3 more minutes, so hang on. This is the big one coming up next. Here's the big one coming up next. Save South Africa. DJ Silver Eagle right here on YouTube. Ah, my favorite. I love Stay Off My Lawn, but this is my favorite.
Land of gold sunsets and sky so blue, mountains whisper stories of dreams so true. From oceans roaring wild to valleys deep, a heartbeat of a nation that will not sleep. Save South Africa, rise above the storm. Hands together strong, a new world is born. Beauty in our hearts, let it light the way. Evil cannot reign when we seize the day. The people sing louder than shadows can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme. The soil holds our history, roots run so long. A melody of freedom, we're singing strong. They may curse the land with lies they weave, but we hold the truth in what we believe. Their crowns may crumble, their thrones may fall, for the power is the people's above it all. Save South Africa, rise above the storm. Hands together strong, a new world is born. Beauty in our hearts, let it light the way. Evil cannot reign when we seize the day. People sing louder than shadows can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme. The people sing louder than shadows can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme. The people sing louder than shadows can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme. The soil holds our history, roots run so long. A melody of freedom, we're singing strong. They may curse the land with lies they weave, then weave, but we hold the truth in what we believe. Their crowns may crumble, their thrones may fall, for the power is the people above it all.
Above it all.
We know
Save South Africa.
it all.
There you go, folks. Save South Africa. DJ Silver Eagle there. Hope you enjoyed that. And I've got to get to work making a video about Solidarity's banner. So, and then I get something to eat, and I get to bed, and I got to get up to do some mentoring and some videoing. So lots of work still to do for me. Save our South Africa. Okay, trying to. Thank you guys very much. Be sure to hit the like button. Thanks for the super chats that came in. I do appreciate it. Also for the likes, got 259 likes. We hit over 1,000 people in this nighttime. So thank you very much for that. Katie says, love this song. Touched my heart. Much friendships. Yeah, friendships are so important. They really make a difference in this world. Okay, cool. You may WhatsApp me, Loretta. It's fine. I'll get to it as best I can. Dennis LaRue, does your body not give trouble when you eat so late? No. I don't gain weight. I don't have trouble sleeping. No. I could sit down right now and drink a tomato juice and go to sleep. In fact, I might get a V8 and some popcorn. Got to get something. Maybe some cheese. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Thanks for being here. No, look, you guys got to understand, I was a soldier for 36 years. I mean, weird hours and sleeping. I mean, it's just, I became conditioned for it. It's not always so easy. I'm not 25 anymore. I'm actually 27. Yeah, I wish I was 27. Not really. 40, 45 would have been cool. Come back to, but yeah. All right, you guys take care. Thanks for being here. But you got to remember, I mean, I've been doing this my whole life. Yeah, it's crazy. But that's just how you condition yourself. All right, you guys take care. It's not easy, but hey, hopefully I'm not running out my clock, burning my candle on both ends. Take care, guys. God bless. Cheers.